ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಸಂತ ಜೋಸೆಫ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜು ದಿನವನ್ನು ಆಚರಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುರತ್ಕಲ್ನ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಬಿ ರವಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದರು. ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಿಯೋ ಡಿಸೋಜಾ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಮಂಡಿಸಿದರು.
Respected President of the program, His Excellency Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldana, Bishop of Mangalore and the President of SJEC, esteemed Chief Guest of the program, Professor B. Ravi, Director, National Institute of Technologies, Karnataka, Surathkal. Respected Guest of Honor, Mr. Preetham Prince Pinto, Founder and CEO, Waters Goa and Trips Dubai. Respected Reverend Father Wilfred Prakash D'Souza, Director of SJEC, and Reverend Father Kenneth Rainer Krasta, Assistant Director of SJEC, Dr. Purushottam Chippar, the Vice Principal, Conveners of the College Day, Dr. Shakila B. and Dr. Ravikant Prabhu, Honorable Members of the Governing Body of St. Joseph Engineering College, invited guests, respected dignitaries, deans, heads of department, invitees, media persons, parents, staff and students of St. Joseph Engineering College, ladies and gentlemen. We gather today to commemorate the 20th College Day celebration as testament to our journey of growth and excellence. As the principal of the college, it is my privilege to welcome each one of you to this significant occasion and to present an overview of our college progress over the past year. Our institution stands tall on the pillars of quality technical education and ethical values, nurturing the aspirations of our nation's youth. With a steadfast commitment to professionalism and culture of research, fostering innovation, SJEC aims to emerge as a premier institution in the educational landscape. From humble beginnings 22 years ago, our institution has evolved under the dedicated efforts of visionary leaders and stalwart faculty members. At St. Joseph Engineering College, we opened its door in 2002. And we have expanded and quickly developed to become a source of pride for the Diocese of Mangalore. Presently, the college stands as one of the select institutions in Karnataka to attain the autonomous status and to secure accreditation for a majority of its courses from the National Board of Accreditation, alongside receiving the esteemed A+ grade from NAC. The management made its commitment to excellence very early on, and today we can see the results of the hard work of all the faculty, the staff, the students in achieving the college's motto, service and excellence. Over a decade, the college has experienced a revolutionary expansion that enabled it to rank among the top colleges in the region. It's only possible to carry on the mantle with the help of the Almighty, St. Joseph's patronage and the cooperation of all stakeholders involved. As the academic year 2023 began, we have 8 UG programs in the engineering with BE in computer science and data science being the latest to be added last year. We have 3 PG programs, a niche program MBA IEV, which is specifically meant to inculcate entrepreneurship and venture development, is a program which we are working hard on and we are trying to make a success out of it. We have 9 research centers offering PhD, which are approved by the research centers are approved by VTU. Our admissions have been steadily increasing, and it's fulfilling to note that a large number of parents and young aspirants have seen value in admitting their children to our college. The total student strength now stands at 3,218. To support all these students, we have 186 faculty members. We have now reached around 30% faculty with PhD. We also have around 40% more pursuing PhD. And very soon, I think in the next 2 to 3 years, we should go up to the mark of 70%. And we also have 203 non-teaching staff working together for the development of the campus. Indeed, the growth of the college has been sustained and is consistent due to the right foundations that were laid 23 years ago. We celebrate this fact every year on our Foundation Day. I would like to now briefly go into the college level events and achievements. In May last year, we had Father Alvin Richard D'Souza, who moved on as an assistant director, moved on to other responsibilities, and we gave him a farewell at that point, and we wished him very best for his future endeavors at that point.
ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದವರನ್ನ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕರ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಗೌರವಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿ ಬಿ ರವಿ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಿರುವ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದ ಕುರಿತು ನೈಜ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ವಿವರಿಸಿದರು. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ನೀಡುವ ಸೃಜನಶೀಲತೆ, ಸಹಯೋಗ, ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂವಹನದಂತಹ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯಗಳ ಕುರಿತು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನದಟ್ಟಾಗುವಂತೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದರು. ಸಭಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಗೊಂಡ ಬಳಿಕ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೆಯಿತು.
Very good evening to most reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldana, Dr. Rio D'Souza, Principal, Pritham Prince Printo, your distinguished alumnus, all the other respected guests on the dais, faculty, students, maybe parents, I don't know. Wonderful evening. I think we have just the beginning of this evening with the choir and then the Bharatnatyam and then this Gujarati, maybe Rajasthani Kutch dance. I mean, we were just sweating, just sitting here, and you guys were just dancing to glory. Unbelievable. I was actually asking a principal whether they are artists from somewhere else. Then he said they are our students. It's unbelievable the kind of professional quality that the students have built. Unbelievable. I don't know whether you want to do engineering or you want to continue in that line. I don't know. There are many things I want to tell you, but I think I'm standing between you and maybe the real fun of the evening, which is the program, the cultural program. So I want to keep it short. But I think with the Peter Pinto on the dais, and I'm sure he will talk a little bit about entrepreneurship and things like that, so I will not talk about that, although it is my pet theme as well. I'll only say this much, that as you transition from teenage to early adulthood, which is what it's awaiting you, and the real big bad world or big good world, definitely it is an uncertain world which is facing you. From home to college to the real world, I think and you guys are going to face much more different world than what we faced when we stepped into our teenage to early adulthood. Maybe you're also better prepared than us, for all you know. And what you will do in life is certainly not a script that is written. I see now students trying to look at all kinds of ventures. Other day we were discussing the whole point of AI, which is coming up big time, and someone joked that maybe with AI coming in, you may not need colleges, you may not need teachers, maybe you don't even need students. All you need is people who decide what you want to do in life, and then you go and create your own degree, create your own program, look at what is the source of best knowledge in that, and that need not only be technical knowledge or a theoretical knowledge. There was another discussion I'm remembering recently, that one of our faculty who was traveling in a car, and in the middle of the road the car breaks down, and then he goes to a roadside mechanic who fixes the car. Suddenly the question arose, who is more educated, the mechanical engineering professor who is driving the car but can't fix it, or the roadside mechanic who can fix the car but can't talk about that? So education is taking a very funny transition now. In the 60s and 70s, what you taught as teachers was what you could immediately use in the industry, because you could go to industry and you could immediately apply that within a month of few weeks of your in-plant training. Now people are saying even 6 months of in-plant training is not enough. And now if you ask me what skills are required to be successful in life, I am reminded of one particular study which was done in, I think, 50 top universities in USA about 10-15 years back. We're talking about MITs and Harvards and Stanfords and all that. And they went to the 50 top companies in the country, like GE and Boeing and all those people. And this asked them, what kind of skills do you want us to teach our students? Okay, all right. And this was mechanical engineering, by the way. Incident was mechanical engineering. So people thought, the teachers thought that the top skills will be, okay, the knowledge of machines and design and manufacturing and materials and so on and so forth, or CAD and simulation and stuff like that.
Good evening, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, and my dear students. I don't want to give a lecture to you, and I'm sure you had a lot of lectures throughout the years. I want to keep my speech very short, and in fact, I'm very much eager to see the cultural program, and I'm seeing this after a college day after a long, long time, and I'm sure it's the same with everybody. I'm truly honored and humbled to be on this stage as the guest of honor for this college day. And in fact, I'm the alumni of this own college. It fills me immense pride to witness the growth and success of this institution. I'm really happy to say that our college is one of the best colleges in this whole vicinity. In fact, I'm so happy to see today the growth the college has taken over the years. In fact, you guys students are really our luckiest one, and you guys are in the right place. I must congratulate everyone for taking this college and coming here. I've come here with a fair experience with working as well as entrepreneurship. I just wanted to have a fair idea. How many of your students want to be an entrepreneur? Any of you here? A lot. Nice. I would like to share a little bit about entrepreneurship. All I could say is to start, don't hesitate, be prepared to fail, embrace failure. First of all, like many of you have a fear of failure. To start entrepreneurship, basically you got to be bold, believe in yourself, don't listen to anybody, be it your friends, be it your family, be it your neighbor, anybody. It is only you have to believe in yourself. Only you can stop yourself, nobody else. And I'm sure whatever you believe, if you take it forward, there is a will. I mean, you can surely get the way. In fact, no idea is great. It is only the execution matters. In fact, I had a small idea after coming back from Melbourne. I was working for Infosys. I was thinking I should I want to start something like, I want to put a TV in the bus. Everybody told me it's a bad idea, like it doesn't work. But I didn't give up. I came to this college, spoke to principal, Sudhir sir, a lot of, just now I met Arvind, Joel, a lot of students supported me. We started thinking like how to put a TV, will the TV be taken away by the people, how to, what to give in this TV, what all we can do, will it work? We went to Chennai, we did a lot of analysis, we did a survey. I took a couple of MBA students as interns from this college, and we tried a lot. But basically, the idea, then we are thinking what to do, how to generate revenue from this idea. That gave us thinking like we should start an app. That is how my Roadrunner was started. With that experience, I started Waters, a yacht rental company in Goa, and with that experience, today we started Tripsy in Dubai. If I had not taken that, if I had believed everybody saying that it's a bad idea, today I wouldn't be standing in front of you. So all I could say is, don't listen to anybody, please believe in yourself and don't hesitate to try. It's okay if you fail. There is no success formula without failure. Failure is the only stepping stones of success. And I'm sure everybody will learn from failures, and it is difficult, there's no doubt. It is more challenging than the regular job, but some like to be playing safe, some like to play hard, and I chose the different path, and I'm happy and proud today that I've chosen this path. And all I could say to you guys is try your luck, and I'm more than happy to support, share or contribute from anything from my side. You're free to connect me over LinkedIn or you can ask Reach faculty, my number. I'm more than happy to share my insights or maybe guide you or advise you for whichever project what you are. And thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.